Overnight, at least one U.S. airport had no air traffic controllers on duty as staff began calling out sick amid the government shutdown. Burbank Airport's tower was unmanned Monday evening, with a team in San Diego taking over operations.
Clearance is closed, ground's closed, local's closed. The tower is closed due to staffing.
California Governor Gavin Newsom slamming President Trump on X, writing, "Thanks at Real Donald Trump, Burbank Airport has 0 air traffic controllers from 4:15 to 10 p.m. today because of your government shutdown. Air traffic controllers are required to work through the shutdown, but will only be paid retroactively once it ends."
What they think about as they're controlling our airspace is, how am I going to pay my mortgage? How do I make my car payment?
The staffing shortages triggering delays at major airports across the country, including Newark, Denver, and Phoenix. Smaller airports could also be affected. The Transportation Department says funds for the program that allows air carriers to service rural areas will expire next week. Prior to the shutdown, the FAA had already been facing staffing shortages. The Air Traffic Controllers Union saying it will continue partnering with the Department of Transportation to supercharge controller hiring and ensure America's aviation system remains the safest and most efficient in the world. President Trump is now calling on Democrats to reopen the government, writing on Truth Social, "I am happy to work with the Democrats on their failed health care policies or anything else, but first they must allow our government to reopen." Earlier, he implied negotiations are already underway.
We have a negotiation going on right now with the Democrats that could lead to very good things.
But Democratic Senate Leader Chuck Schumer denying any talks are happening, saying it's up to the president to end the shutdown.
He's in charge. His party holds majorities across the government. So Americans naturally and correctly believe the burden is on him to fix this mess.
Well, a lot of people that may not be familiar with how the government works, and we need to have basic civics courses going forward so that people can make informed decisions, as though although the government or the Republicans control all 3 houses as far as or all 3 branches of government, it doesn't mean that they have the necessary votes in order to keep the government open. And so the last hope that Democrats have in order to try to get illegal health care for migrants or health care for illegal migrants through so that places like California can subsidize a budget and continue to get funding by the federal government for doing things that they're not supposed to do and stuff like that. And all of these little loopholes is to hold out as much as possible, which I'm going to go into a little bit more later on the Millionaire Morning Show.